Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where the Aquarius go to be in the know, right here on the TGIF Friday morning show, Aquatic Morning Show.
Oh my God. Thank God it's Friday.
And for me, it's not really a Friday, it's just another day, except for tomorrow and Sunday. I don't get up and do the morning show,
Well, I mean, that's something. Like
right?
sleeping in. At least I assume
No,
you sleep in. Do you sleep?
well, I do sleep in as far as I'll probably sleep until like 9 or 10, but then I got to get up. I've got a job I'm trying to get finished before Tuesday. So, yeah, it's
Landscaping job?
yep. Yep, it's one that I always take care of every year. It's actually I've taken care of it for 14 years.
Wow. So loyal customer.
Well, it's Landon's old daycare, and she built a huge building, like school size building. Um, and when Landon was the first kid to be entered into that school when she started or opened that one. Um, and we've just been there ever since. When Landon left at age 5 to go into kindergarten, we stayed.
Oh wow.
So I tell her we're her most loyal customer because she also is a tax person, so she does our taxes as well on the side.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, I'm going to leave you with it for just a second. I'm going to go grab my coffee. I forgot my coffee. Gotta have my
Okie
coffee.
dokie. Well, I got my gamer subs. I just need to actually mix it up. Look at this beautiful bottle. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to start at the top of the chat and say hello to people because I don't know what else to say. I'm tired. All right, I see Crypt Keeper Aquatics was first in here. Well, probably not. I bet Gardens was here first, but I don't see her on here. Okay, Eduardo, by 1 minute, Crypto Killer, you beat me. John, my fish tanks aquatics. Uh, Annette with the morning. What are you doing? Why are we not snailing it from the start? Beaks and Scotty Aquati and the Nano Aquarium guy. Good morning, and Jennifer Weaver. Dee Dee, where is Dee Dee? And yep, Beck's Fish Room has a premiere on Sunday. I saw that link drop there.
All right.
I'm just going down the chat
No, thank
list.
you. You're doing great. Keep going.
Mark. Okay. Mark Sterlson. Good day, everyone. And Melvin. Good morning, Mike's Aquatics and Things. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Dennis Christensen. And let's see, who else? Now I'm seeing the same names.
All
Bruiser.
right.
There we go. What's up, Bruiser? And Seth Brittingham.
So I need you guys to tell me, is it better without that glow behind me and the lights in front of me now than what it was? Or does it seem to make a difference?
Well, I'm going to have to see it the way it looked before.
Okay.
Brooklynville, 3G.
Oh, no, that one's on.
Levi.
So that's normally how it is.
Okay. Yep, it was better just
Without.
now before you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit bright back there.
Yeah. I've got one more light to hook up. But I just haven't pulled it out to do it yet. Oh my gosh. Yesterday when I was cleaning out some of those beds, they have roses, not just regular roses, but the drift roses, the little ones. And I have got thorns all in my hand that are popping up. that I can't
Uh,
see. I can't see them to get them out.
Are you supposed to wear gloves
I
when you do
do. I do,
that?
but they are so little they go through my gloves. Um, like
So
I got one there, I got one there, and I've got one right there.
your nails look too good to be doing gardening work.
I know they really don't look good. Um, if you've seen them up close, they really look like crap
Well, I mean,
because of
from this
gardening.
distance, the
But
10-foot view.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Because of gardening, they look like crap. Plus, I can't find the ones that I normally use.
Well,
And so I haven't been able to buy any new ones. So I've just kind of been not recycling, but using sizes that don't fit because it's like they send a one size fits all type thing. So you've got a few different sizes, I guess, but only one of the sizes fits me. Yeah, I know.
I don't know nothing about that.
Too much info on glue on nails.
I just thought you went to a place and they put them on, and that was
you
it.
you can go that route.
Yeah, sounds like
But
it'd be a lot more cost effective to do it
yes,
yourself if you can.
yes, and it took me many painful years to figure out that it was so much easier and better to go with the glue-ons
Hmm.
because the acrylics, they are like more than glued. They're like embedded into your fingernails, and when you break one of them suckers, it's pulling your whole nail off with it.
Yeah.
These just pop off. They just, if I get them hung in a door, or if I hit them too hard, or even water with the cleaning in the tanks, fish tanks, the water kind of messes with the, I guess, glue. And so over time, they pop off real easy. So it's so much better to have these though than
So I'm assuming that glue is not anything toxic for the
no.
fish. Yeah, that's good.
Cheap, regular super glue. They call it nail
Um,
glue, but it's cheap, regular super glue.
it looks exactly like the little bottle that comes with the nail covers for dogs.
Yeah, it
You ever
is.
seen those caps? I guess so. I guess it's just super glue then. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Just it's almost it's the same thing. It's just packaged a little different. Oh my goodness.
I could never get my dog to keep those on.
Yeah, me either. I wish, God, I wish,
Yep.
but no, I can't get Lena or Rainy to stay. They hate their nails being trimmed, which is crazy. Corgis do not like their feet being touched. Like you can touch their feet, but if they think for 1 second you're fixing to start trimming their nails, it's a wrap. I mean, and I've never hurt them, never quicked them. It's just they don't like it.
Yeah. I got our first dog Coco used to it with the little grinder thing,
Yeah,
like just slowly acclimating her to it
right.
with treats and all that. And our second dog, Jojo, I don't know what she does, but her nails don't get long. Like she keeps them worn down, so we don't have to worry
They're
about it.
outside on concrete.
I mean, like not all the time. Like they're inside dogs, but they go out on the carport. But I mean, so does Coco, but her nails are just ridiculous.
Yeah, the lab we have, hers are black, big and thick, and it's like we have to take her to the vet because we can't see where the quick is. And
Yeah,
when he does it, it's almost like a surgical procedure because he's pretty much got to knock her out and take the quick back. And so it is quite painful once she comes out of it for a day or two. But after that, I mean, we just have to. Yeah.
oh well, I wouldn't be doing that if I couldn't see the quick and I
Yeah.
knew that like every time I cut her nails, she was gonna bleed.
Yep.
I can't do
Yep.
that.
That's why we have to do what we do. But if they get so long that they start turning sideways, I can't stand that. Like I'm just like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
That seems painful to me. So no, Gotta handle that. Gotta handle that. Well,
You think there'd be a self-grooming feature on the dog, like they would figure that out.
now if your dogs are outside on concrete for the most part,
Mhm.
or if they're very, very, very ad- active, like our border collie, and she has to be played with every day. I mean, like,
Right.
there's no not. You have to play with her every day. Um, she keeps her nails worn down. But the corgis, they're not as active as she is. Um, so they don't, but Allie don't do anything. The lab, and so hers just, and they seem to grow double time too. But yeah,
Yeah, I guess it depends on the breed too, the way the nails grow.
yeah,
Like just the way Coco's nails grow, she's like made for digging all the time.
yeah,
Those claws are ridiculous.
yeah, yeah. Oh. Well, you guys, it is just a TGIF Friday. We don't have like any major topic. I did want to talk about the the hang on, I have it right here.
Methylene blue.
The methylene blue. So it was
Do not
ironic.
consume.
It was ironic that for those of you that weren't here yesterday, Alex, one of his shorts that he does for the Fishy and Scientific News for the Aquatic Morning Show, and members on his channel, was on the methylene blue, and somebody, and I, oh my gosh, and I'm sorry, please don't get mad at me for not remembering who it was that sent me that article. Let me see if I can find it and pull it up real quick. But it these people are drinking this stuff. It's
You
like,
can convince anybody to do anything.
but I mean, I'm like, at what point does common sense play into the book here?
Well, there was Tide Pod incident, so I don't know when common sense comes into play. You
Or
know,
is
the
it just,
law of averages, there's really stupid people out there.
or is it desperate to be young?
Desperate to what?
Be young, stay young.
Is that what methylene blue is supposed to do, according to
Well, you know,
somebody somewhere?
there's some health thing to try to keep you better and help. So I can only think that it would have to have something to do with staying younger longer.
Well, I guess you could also, and this is just a joke, okay, just letting you know, but you could drink Excel because that's like embalming fluid. You could just preserve yourself forever.
Good.
Again, that is just a joke.
It's a
I do
joke.
not condone drinking Excel, you idiot.
Oh, I can't. I find who sent me that, or maybe it sent me to Facebook. Maybe it was Facebook.
Let's see. Oinky wanted to know how long did it take for the tank behind me to get that lush? So it's been set up since December 2020, I think. Yeah. No, 2019. Yeah. So 2 years and 3 or 4 months.
Awesome. Yep, it's definitely a pretty tank for sure. Maybe scuba Steve. Maybe. Okay, well, I can't pull it up.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I'll just find it because I can't remember who sent it to me, but I know it's out there. My Elliot.
Well, are you trying to find the article or are you trying to find who sent it to you?
Well, mainly the article, but I was looking for
Hmm.
whoever sent it to me at first. But
Man, that stuff stains so bad too. Like, think about the inside of your stomach.
but no wonder it stained your tongue.
You ever had a blue snowball?
Yep.
It stains everything.
Okay. This is okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I'm gonna pull up. And again, guys, we are doing this for the entertainment. Okay, do not do this at home, please.
I hope that everyone who is smart enough to wake up and watch this show is also smart enough to not do this,
Yes.
to not consume
Methylene blue.
Methylene blue. I don't even know what it's made of, but it's very blue, and it's too blue for me to even consider consuming.
Right. As it says right here, a severe and sometimes deadly problem called serotonin syndrome may happen. Don't do
Serotonin
it.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know what serotonin syndrome is, but it sounds really bad.
It's when you have too much serotonin. Like if, for
Like,
example, if you take like an MAOI and like an antidepressant at the same time, it overloads you with serotonin. And I forgot what the symptoms are, but they're not good.
that's the good feeling that everybody thrive, what it
Well,
strives for, serotonin levels, right?
yeah, but I think
So it's
serotonin
high,
syndrome is like not a good feeling.
not a high. It's the opposite of a high.
I bet I bet Kelly knows what it is.
Was Kelly in here this morning?
Yeah, she's in here. She was talking about methylene blue being a good cellular stain she used in the lab.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
can
look
see
at
that.
something under a microscope. Yeah,
Uh,
the
you put it on the when you add it to the to eggs, you can see. I think I can see the eggs better.
hmm
How this medicine has been taken. Use methylene blue as
I was,
ordered by your doctor. It is given as a shot into the vein.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Then
Why?
would your veins like be super blue, like all throughout?
You would think.
That'd be kind of cool, if not horrific.
What I do before I tell my doctor before I take methylene blue. This is this is crazy.
What? Uh,
Uses. I want to
eh,
see uses. It is used to treat meth
I can't
methemoglobinemia.
see it. Wait, um,
Right there, the in
meth
blue.
methemoglobinemia, maybe
Yeah, close to what
yeah.
I
Okay,
got.
so something blood
Let's
related,
see what that
I
is.
think. I don't know.
A drug to treat the following methemoglobinemia is
So that word,
in which the iron in the hemoglobin molecule, the red blood pigment, is defective, making it unable to carry oxygen effectively to the tissues. Methylene blue, is it a carrying agent?
you asking me? I don't know nothing about nothing.
So when we treat horses, a lot of times for muscle, say muscle spasm or muscle aches and stuff like that, we use um, a carrying agent. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Um, if you got it on you, you could taste it like that. Like it wouldn't harm you in like if you got a little bit on you, but you didn't want to get it on you because it tasted horrible and it stayed with you for days. But
Like, if you got it on your skin,
uh-huh,
it would be like absorbed in your skin or
yes,
something.
yes, it absorbs through your
No.
skin and you can taste it immediately. You know that uh, Roundup. Roundup is the same way. If you get Roundup on your skin, you can taste it very soon thereafter as well.
Mm,
Big Flip Coins, good morning.
TGIF found the party. Yeah.
DMSO, you got it, Miss Dee Dee. That's it. It's called DMSO, and it's a carrying
Huh.
agent that we add to other products or to put on the skin of the horses to help get more oxygen to their sore muscle or hurt injured muscles. They don't. I don't think they use it quite as much as it used to be back in the day, but it used to be the hype. But that's why I was asking because it says it helps carry. Well, it said it helps carry oxygen effectively to the tissues. So I wonder if they're using it as a carrying agent.
Yeah. I guess, like, I don't know really. I've used, or I have methylene blue.
Yeah,
I used it for like a to treat a sick guppy, as like a quick
right,
dip, and it didn't work.
right,
But I still have it in case I ever need to defungus some eggs, or
right.
something
I
like
use
that.
it all the time with the killie eggs, with angel eggs, with any kind of fungus that I think may be around. But
Yeah.
it we're laughing at it, but it really is a important thing, because stuff like this that happens with people are taking this stuff without a prescription is the reason, one of the reasons why they're going to end up taking it from us that use it for the right reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's and same thing with like antibiotics.
Yep, yep. They took our cattle feed off the market, and we can't even get it from the feed stores anymore. And we have to go to a
Was
um,
it, is it like medicated or something, or
it's a medicated feed. So if you had a group of cattle that you were fighting pneumonia with, most of them, and you were already giving them all injections, it was easy and a good thing to feed them the medicated food as well, just to kind of an extra help them along the way. Um, or if you had some you couldn't catch but you could feed, it was a good helper for the rangers. Um, but due to the amounts that they were finding, the levels they were finding in the waters, in the local waters,
oh,
is the reason they say they pulled it. But now the vets are so scared because they don't want to write scripts because they're scared of the government coming in and asking too many questions. They won't write you even the scripts, so you can't get it. So, even if you think that, okay, well, if they're going to pull it off the market, I can find a vet to get it. Mm-mm, don't
so then
think
what's the
so.
alternative?
Well, we can still give injections.
Hmm.
Um, so that's just where we're down to. But it's actually come out where they've got it's like it's not a dart gun, but it's like a paintball gun. And they make the paintballs with medications in them, but the medication can only be absorbed through their skin. Once the paintball hits them, it's got to be absorbed through that paintball. And
That just seems cruel.
they,
Paint
well,
paintballs kind of hurt.
they do,
Okay.
they kind of hurt, but um,
Like, hey, cow.
yeah, it would be more like pop, but
Uh,
if you get them the
well, that's
first
no
go.
fun.
But yeah, it's becoming more of a thing because it's easier to do that than it is to try to get the medicated food, which you can't get. Um, right now, I do not think they have it in antibiotic form. They have it for insecticide, for worming,
Hmm.
but they are working on it, making it in it, because that's still a lot more controllable than the feed.
Yeah.
So they're not leaving us without anything, but or left us without anything. But still, it was so much easier and cost effective to use the feed.
Hmm. I wonder how much longer we the luxury of being able to buy erythromycin for fish, and kanamycin, and nitrofurazone and all that stuff. Because I mean, it's some powerful medication when you think about it, and it's I guess it could also be consumed by humans if you were dumb enough or desperate enough.
I,
But how many people are really doing that?
I
All
mean,
right, and
right.
yeah, freeze the paintball first. Far more effective on your coworkers. I refuse to believe Sharpie has coworkers. His coworkers are 1,000 plecos.
That's right. You can use DMSO and those paintball drugs too, Miss Kelly Foreman said.
Okay.
Bunny Viper. Yeah, you feel better, horse. Pow.
Too cool. He said, "Yep, enjoy it while you can." Because she's in Canada, she can't get anything like that.
Oh,
Like I don't
wow.
even think they can get ICX. They're kind of they're very limited. It's salt or euthanization basically for
Oh, my
fish.
goodness.
Then
Um,
or some of the natural stuff that kind of works, but only if like you're an eagle eye and you spot the fish looking semi unhealthy in the very
yeah,
very very beginning, which never happens with me.
right. um, Big Flip Coins. Everybody knows Big Flip Coins. And if you don't know Big Flip Coins, you guys, go check out his channel. It's not a fish channel, but it is a very interesting channel. Um, I get wrapped up in it. I'll just be there watching. I'm like, ooh, do I have a coin that looks like that? Ooh, maybe I got a coin that's worth that much. And I do have a few coins that I've kept over the years for the kids and that Joe's grandmother hung on to for kids and stuff like that. But they're really big into it. But this guy right here will help you any way he can. So you guys go check him out. And if you're still in here, go ahead and throw your link in there if Miss Lori hasn't already done it. Mr. Big Flip Coins. And I'm need to email you, but I think when you're in down here in Louisiana, I think that I'm gonna be out with my teeth.
That's next week?
It is.
Who is your replacement for the week?
So Dee Dee is definitely gonna be like the main replacement, of course. But she's gonna need help. And that help comes in many forms
Hmm.
of the email I sent out. So, pretty much, if you get an email like I've been doing, then
Right.
that means Miss Dee Dee needs you.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could commit to every day,
And
but
Skipper.
yeah, I got
And
it.
Skipper.
But like technically, this is like work time. It
Yeah.
always depends on whether or not someone schedules a meeting for me, or if I have to schedule a meeting, or it's
What do
kind
you
of.
do actually? Like, what is it that you do? I've always
So I work in business development as a proposal manager for a tech company, a large tech company. And so basically, I work mostly on the transportation side. So just bringing in work for that sector of the business through responding to government requests for proposals. It's
wow.
super exciting. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Sounds like it.
It is a job that I am good at, and so I get money, and then I can use that money to
To pay
do
bills.
things. To do things, the two things that I need to do, two things that I want to do, and most of all, it doesn't consume a whole lot of my time, and so
That's
you
amazing.
know there's time with Jenna and the kids, which is the most important thing to me. Like I've
Yes.
never really been a career man.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be at the beginning, but no, not for me.
Right. Miss Cassie B, good morning, is saying, how did you find that job?
Well, the line of work I kind of stumbled into after I graduated because I got a degree in English, so it wasn't really a thing on my mind. I didn't even know that kind of job existed.
Right.
But yeah, it was easy enough. It paid okay, and so I kind of worked my way up through that, and now that's kind of the thing that I do until it gets replaced by a robot or something. Who knows?
I don't know if I can't do that, can they?
Hopefully not, but
Right.
you never know.
She says,
But
same here, Stephen. I thought I would be a career woman and ended up being a
stay at home mom.
stay at home mom.
Nice.
I never, ever thought I would be where I'm at. Ever. Never thought I would
Neither.
be keeping fish, for one thing.
Mm-mm.
Ever. You could have not told me 5 years ago that I would be keeping fish, breeding fish, having the Aquatic Morning Show. I would have argued to the death with you over what I do now. But I'm lucky that it happened. And
Well,
I'm happy with it.
I used to have 5-year plans, and since it never happened, like never worked out that way. Now I enjoy the fact that usually 3 years prior to where I'm at, I had no idea I would be there. So
Yep.
just along for the ride, you know?
Yep. Pretty much. Because it can change like that.
Yep.
5-year plans are great, and they even sound really good. But I've never been the planning type per se.
I idealize.
Yeah,
And
it
then
sounds like
Kelly
that.
can have 5-minute plans.
Yes, Kelly, that's what I'm
Nice.
talking about. 5 minutes, and I mean I can even go as far as a week plan. I have a week plan, and I'm doing good to get to the end of the week with still having that same plan.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
it
I don't do
changes
that
daily.
either.
But for the main thing, our job, our home, that kind of stuff is more
Right.
long lived. And I'm sorry, I'm going to keep messing with my hands this entire time, and I'm going to make them so that they fester.
Are you still pulling out thorns?
Yes, I'm trying to, but they ain't coming out
Really?
because I can't see them. So I'm going to have to wake Joe up before I leave, and he's going to have to wake up and get his eyes straight so he can pull them out.
Oh,
So I can go put
jeez.
some more in it.
You got to get some stronger gloves. They
I know, right?
have to make like tiny thorn-proof gloves, right? I
Well,
don't know. I don't
yeah,
do
they
gardening.
do.
So.
The problem is if you go with the thicker gloves, I can't move my hands. So it's a damned if I do, damned if I don't. Super sticker. Oh, speaking of, yesterday, you guys, of course, we had our interviewer. So I feel like I missed a lot of things, but I know that I missed a super sticker or super chat from Garcia Aquatics, and it was a $5 super sticker. And I did tell him that I would thank him for that. And Greg, I so thank you for that. So here we go, you guys. I think Greg just needed to wake up.
Yep.
Do it again, Greg. Do it again.
So Sherry had a good idea. Did you try pulling them out with some strong tape?
No, because I've tried pulling them out with needles, and that didn't work. And I've tried squeezing them out, and that's not working.
The
So I think
tape
we're
might
too
grab a
weak.
hold of the end of them and just kind of pull them straight out.
Maybe, but we'll see. I'll try it because they're gonna bug the shit out of me
Yeah.
because they hurt.
Or if you've got like, what if you use like wax?
I
Kind
even
of go
thought
down
about
into the
putting some super glue on it and then ripping the super glue off.
maybe, or you just like add another problem to your skin. I
Right,
don't know. Duct tape, yeah. Duck it.
duck it.
Yeah, that would bother the crap out of me. I would probably be trying everything.
I mean, they're sore because they fester up overnight, and so it's not just a thorn; it's a bobo, a festered bobo, and yeah, it sucks.
All right, Greg's dropped another $10.
Well,
Or he
I didn't really mean it.
said, "Okay, now what?"
All right, now what? Okay. And I'm going to say that I am so privileged to be able to live so close to him. If he's something that he needs help with or wants, like hatching his angel eggs or these other fish that he wants to give me that are really, really long finned, he calls.
Mm.
I'm like, yes, I'll do it. Of course, I will do it for you, Greg. Yes. He's so sweet.
How far away do y'all live from each other?
So, Shreveport Bossier is divided by Red River, right? So he's on the other side of the river, and I'm on this side of the river. It's pretty much just going up, crossing over a bridge. And so, in all actuality, if we could just go straight across the river, probably only 5 minutes. But because I've got to go down, hit a bridge that crosses the river, and then come back down into Shreveport, it takes me 30 minutes to get there. But if we could just cross the river right here, it'd probably only take 5 minutes. But still, that's pretty, it takes me that long. It takes Joe 45 minutes to get to work in the same parish. So, oh, Kelly.
Good morning, Kyle.
Sweet. All right. I can handle that. And another very giving person there, Miss Kelly Foreman. And another giving people is this dude right here and his wife, Miss Jenna. Look what I got, you guys.
It's a book.
It's
I read those sometimes. Not a lot. These have got pretty pictures, though.
Yeah, it's not a very big book, which is very good for me. And I really wish that I could get this guy on, even if I could just talk to him face to face. But I really, really want to get him on the morning show. But I've heard that he's just gotten to an age where he's retired and doesn't want to do anything else but be retired.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Let's keep on rolling. And I'll keep my booty shaking this morning. And so I've known this guy as the Killy guy. Anytime anybody I had any questions, everybody was like, "You need to talk to him, Mr. Rosario." But I can't. I don't live anywhere near him, and like I said, he pretty much wants to be retired. But just by going through these pictures, just by flipping through it and looking at some of the pictures, I have found a killifish that I got to get my hands on. I don't even know if it's possible. Okay, first I'm going to show you this.
Okay, what the crap is that thing again?
It's a lemur. It's an endangered lemur.
It's like a little pocket chihuahua.
It looks like something from that show where those the Labyrinth, where those things are dancing around the fire.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that
Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Yes, David. Yes, exactly. That's what that reminds me of.
Yep.
Oh, Mark Stelson.
And Mike's Aquatics and things with the super sticker as well.
All right. Let's keep it rolling. Why not? I'm game. That's what I'm talking about. The party don't stop.
Yeah, sure. We don't need no sleep.
We don't need no sleep.
Which is good because I don't have any. Time is running out to buy the Peru raffle tickets
It
from
is.
Arkoff.
Yes, it is. Oh, what is? I gotta find the.
Oh man, the party is not stopping.
Hi, Misfit Brennan. Thank you.
Goodness.
I like it. Gotcha. Party don't stop. If you weren't awake, you're awake now.
Mm.
That's okay. I'll keep checking my booty. I'm good for it. This right here, let's see if I can do it, is the killifish that I want to get my hands on.
That blue one?
Yep.
That's pretty. Let's see. What does it say? Mara some Lacordii. Okay. Interesting.
And I haven't gotten to read into it enough yet. I know that one fish is shown in this book multiple times, and in several drawings. But I don't know. It's either going to be from Brazil, which he goes to a lot in this book, and somewhere else. But look at that killifish.
Raise it up a little bit. Wow. I don't know jack about killifishes, and I definitely don't know anything about those. I've never seen them before. I know just the basic ones that are around here that you can buy.
Look at this tetra. I guess it's a tetra.
Oh. Oh yeah, Emperor Tetra. The Palmera. I don't know. Never seen that one, but nice flowy fins on that one.
Man.
I've got the blue Carry Emperor Tetras, or the super blue actually. They're very bluish purpley. And they're in this tank behind me.
They're in the sink?
No, in this tank.
Oh.
No, I have not gotten to that level of psycho that I started putting fish in the sink yet.
I swear to God, I thought you said you put them in the sink. The bathtub. I think you you were desperate when you want a pond so bad that you just stop your plug, you stop your seal off the drain in your garden tub and make it a pond. Hey, sounds like a good thing to do, actually.
We do have 2 bathrooms in this house. Unfortunately, we also have 2 children. So
true. I don't have little ones like that, but I use my garden tub as my dog birthing bed. So, and the puppy's 2 first weeks of life. So, what I would do without that, I don't know. But yes, I wanted this book because of the killies. And actually, the picture that he's got in here of the blue Galaris sucks. So I'm assuming that was a picture of it coming out of the, out of the wild, and it just looked really rough. But I was trying to find it. Look at that sucker. Well, that's it again. That's that same one I'm looking for, or that I want to find.
Okay. White TI, white. Is it just Whitey?
Yeah.
You're looking for Whitey?
I think it's Whitey, yeah. And I haven't seen it. That looks like the Ligularis, but my Panchex P82. Oh, there it is. There's the Blue Galaris. See, this does not look anything like my Blue Galaris.
Still looks good to me, but it maybe just the coloration is a little bit off.
I don't see hardly any blue in it.
It looks like it's just got a very warm tint
Pale,
to the picture overall.
and that's possible because some of these pictures go back in this book pretty far. um, one of the pictures I'm looking that's on the same page is back in 1957, 1951, 1950. So it goes back with the pictures of, oh, 1922. Ooh. So I definitely am looking forward to getting to read it. I wish it was for better reasons that I actually got to stop and read a book, but
Yeah,
that's
I I just don't have that kind of focus. I'll listen to a book because then I can do other stuff, but like reading to me, it requires 100% of your focus, and I don't usually do that kind of thing.
yeah. I
Uh,
normally don't either. I listen to books.
yeah, book
But
podcast
yep,
streams.
yep. But this one wasn't available in that form. And I haven't found the right program to read it to me. Like if you have a book on your phone or whatever, and I want it to read me that book, I had not found the app to do that with yet. So, I mean, it may be out there. I just haven't found it. But anyway, I got it.
Ivy, the super blue carrier, she's asking how big they are. They about an inch and a half.
Um, the Blue Galaris.
Yeah, the super blue carry tetras, because I
Oh,
mentioned I had those in the tank behind me.
oh,
So she's just asking how big they get.
yes. Now I have more. Yeah, that I know it is a reason, Miss Dee Dee, that I wanted to go to the clash. One reason is to see him. And now I can maybe get my book signed. But yes, somebody asked me about the killifish. I have argued only after one type of killie, or are you interested in more info on setting them up? I have I have four different types of killies now. Um, I have the P82, which is the normal typical Panchex gardener eye. Mine are exquisite though.
Exquisite.
Exquisite. Their colors are amazing. Um, and then I have the Blue Galaris, which both of them are pretty much same size, full grown, about 3-4 inches length. Um, but then I have the two small. I got a small one that's only about max 2 inches long. And I don't know that exact name of this one. It was given to me when I purchased the Blue Galaris, and I had the eggs, and the eggs hatched, and so they're called double red, but I don't know the exact number of them or whatever. Um, but they're really cute little fish. Like the fins that are on that fish that I'm going to be looking for, the whitey or whatever, are a lot like this little double red, but different colors and a lot smaller than what I think this one is. But
Don't you have Golden Wonder Achilles too? Or were you?
I
I feel like you
have
were looking for them at some point.
I have the clown killies now too.
Okay.
I had only males. I had bought 6 of them, and I lost all the females. My fault. It is totally my fault. The reason why was no reason to do nothing to do with the person I got them
Hmm.
from. My fault. I let that tank sour, and I got busy, and I let the tank sour, and it's my fault. I had a snail die in it, and I didn't know it.
Ah,
And I let it sour on me. So I lost the three females, but I bought 3 females from Papa Shrimp. So now I've got 3 pretty much breeding size females to go with my breeding size males. So hopefully I'll have babies soon. But I've got 4 sets of killies right now. But I mean, I don't. like I really don't plan on emphasizing on my Achilles. I do think they are unappreciated isn't the word. I just don't think that they're put out there enough for people to see that it's a good option. Other, like if you didn't want guppies, you wanted Achilles.
Do they
Uh,
breed as prolifically?
no,
Like,
no,
yeah, I think that's the issue. Is like they don't necessarily live a super long time, and
they
then to breed
actually
them takes them a little bit of like you have to put some effort into it.
they live about the same length of time these do that I've got as guppies live these days, about 2 years. Um,
Right. Except the
and
guppies will make more of themselves in a
except
colony
yes,
without you really having to do anything.
yes, unless they eat all them, unless they eat all the fry. But
Yeah, I haven't had that issue.
these guys don't technically eat their fry, but they have to hatch their egg layers. You have spawning mops. You do not have to pull the eggs for the P82s or the Gardner eye, and you really don't have to pull the eggs on the blue Galaris. You don't have to pull the eggs on. Actually, you don't have to pull the eggs on any of them. They will. These that I have have will hatch in an aquarium environment. Um, Now I do pull my eggs on my P82, my Gardner eyes, and I do pull my blue Galaris. Um, I don't pull the clown killies, but I do pull the double reds. Um, and I just started doing that. I have had them all except for the blue Galaris have their babies and found them in the tanks. So I feel like if it's a like your tank behind you, if you threw a pair of killies in it, you'd have babies. It would be you would see
Well,
one here, one there, one here, one there.
maybe if I took the rainbow fish out
Yeah,
of there,
yeah. I don't have
but the rainbow fish do not allow reproduction in this tank at all.
ah
I had a fry box in there, and every now and then a Melanitania fry would wander in there. But yeah, they like it's a community tank, and so it's kind of a checks and
yeah,
balances. Like, nope,
right,
you don't get to lay eggs, or you don't
yeah,
get to hatch.
right.
Like, oh, this
That's
one
pretty much
hatched.
saying that if it was planted
Hmm.
like that tank,
Right? Because
had
yeah,
the right fish in it, that wouldn't do that. They would multiply, not as prolifically as guppies, but they would.
mhm.
Um,
And some of the killifish, don't you have to actually like keep them out of the eggs out of water?
yeah,
As annuals because they like live in puddles, then they lay eggs, and during the dry season
yes, and
before they die.
there's a picture in this book of one of the puddles look like. Um, that it just looks like a stagnant, nasty little little hole in the ground, that they pulled one of those killies out of.
It's crazy. Like, why you got this beautiful blue fish that evolved in these little puddles?
Yeah. Um, Now this is a better picture of the blue Galaris. I didn't see this one.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
a
mean
way
that's
better
that's what
picture.
I recognize as a blue Galaris for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I think that other photo was just a little like color, like tinted or something, just a little bit off.
Yeah. And there are so many of them, different kinds of them, like bettas.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get the only other one that I want is that whitey. Um, I was I want to show y'all that puddle.
Oh, before I forget, today is Maria Z's birthday. So when you see
Oh
her in chat
my
today,
goodness! Happy
wish her
birthday, Maria Z. I know you're not in here right now, But if you do watch the replay, which I know you do sometimes because I see the chats, here you go, lady. Happy birthday from the Aquatic Morning Show.
Happy birthday to you. It's your day, don't throw it away. I've come to celebrate in a big way. Another year, so come on and cheer. It's the birthday last frontier. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're having a good time, making me feel fine. I wish the day would never come to an end. So come on and party. One day you will see that it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Nice. Also, an update on Chattanooga Ed. In case people didn't hear last night, he's alive, so that's good. As of last night, he was in a lot of pain, understandably so. And I think Rico said he's doing a little better he's doing better this morning. So, on the mend. It's gonna take weeks, I imagine. I don't know when he'll actually be back to streaming.
Right. That crack in the chest,
Yeah.
Man, I hope that doesn't happen to me one day. Like either, I don't, Of course, I'm doing everything to push it that direction, but really want to find this puddle is what it is. Puddle. It's a puddle.
Yeah. That's funny. You would think that, as often as I see Brooklyn nowadays, that one of us would have remembered to get one of my stickers. But yeah, two ADHD minds. It's going to be a while before either of us remembers.
Well, I'm not having any luck putting my fingers back on where this puddle is that I wanted to show y'all. But
well, the bottom line is maybe killifish should live somewhere else. And then maybe they wouldn't dry up and die every season.
Yeah. And there are some that do. They hatch, grow, breed, die same year. But
and I wonder if that's because, if you took them out of that environment and put them in an aquarium, are they going to live a couple of years rather than 9 months or whatever?
Well, they live at least 2 years. Like the blue glarus and the gardener eye, if they were out in the wild, they wouldn't. They'd only live that 1 year because it would dry up on them. But because they're in the aquarium environment, they do live longer. Now, they do, their color kind of starts to fade, just like we do as we get older, our color starts to fade. But
and they get whiter. Oh God.
I know. Oh y'all. So I go and tan, and well, I started back tanning about a month ago, but they have this new bed that is red light. It has to do with red lights, and the red lights have some kind to do with the collagen, rehabilitating the collagen in your skin. And so you go lay down in this bed, and over a few months or whatever, you lose your fine lines and wrinkles, and the collagen comes back in your skin. And I'm so pissing to do it. That's what I do to fight aging. Not drink methylene blue.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let things happen.
No.
I'm not gonna inject or myself with anything.
Oh,
Maybe.
Ricky.
Hmm?
Congratulations, Ricky. Says that he won't be watching the morning show, but there's always the replay, man. You
Yeah.
can always watch the replay. Because he's going to be going for his GED.
All right.
More power to you, man. I
And
mean,
then doing business classes. Very nice.
yes. Yes. More, you go. That's all I can say. You go do it. Kelly says she just applies more color with algae.
That's not how collagen expression works, Kelly
Right?
says.
No.
I don't know.
But it looks really good. It sounds really good. I'm gonna do it. I'm not ingesting it. But Danikin Aquatics. Good morning, Kenny.
Hey.
Jess, and you don't have to put on the red light. Nope.
Instead of Roxanne, it's Jessanne.
Just saying.
Well, I've never tanned. I mean, I guess I in the sun before burning, I might tan, but yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. Maybe my skin will be preserved by rarely seeing natural light.
Yeah, it does. But I'm outside so much, especially in the summertime, and because of that, I will have leathery looking skin as I get older.
Oh.
And because of tanning. But if I'm white, I look older. If I'm too white, I look older. I know, right? I just, whatever. Just me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am compensating for my teeth. So I'm trying to grasp at any other thing I can control.
Oh.
I think that has something to do with it. Like I wanted Botox.
Come on, Jess. No.
I did.
No.
Yep.
Leave the face alone.
Yeah. But like I said, I do. I feel like I'm grasping at other things. But
Pale faces unite.
yeah. I understand, Bex. Oh, y'all, guess what? Bex is the end of the month.
She sure is.
Which is giving away a $100 gift card to the Aquarium Co-op. So, Botox is over the counter these days. I don't know that it's over the counter. I know that they have people that do parties. But I think they have to go to at least some kind of certification clinic for that. I've never heard of you just being able to walk up to the prescription counter and say, "Hey, I need some Botox." I know
Just, ask your local CVS cashier to inject it for you. Not really.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that.
I like I said, I know of the parties that you can go to, and I know you can go to the doctors to do it. Now, worst party ever. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a party and let's go get some shots in the face. Yeah. Not gonna go that route, but I am gonna lay in the tanning bed. This is not a tan bed, that's a red light bed, collagen thing. Yeah, imagine the receipt from that. It's about I think $300 for a session for like 3 shots. I think it's like $100, $50 to $100 a shot, or per cc or something like that. But
What did he say? I pay doctors to remove skin damage.
that's from laying out in the sun and suntanning. When I know that we did it when we were young, because my mother did it. You know, we would all go lay out in the sun, and you know, it was the thing. But that's what Miss Dee Dee's talking about. Having skin damage from that. But
Vanity can be deadly.
it can. It can.
So Geek Boy said. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't pay attention to that stuff, honestly. And kind of the same with Jenna as well. You know, like she doesn't go. She's done spray tans before, like before a wedding or something. You know.
Yeah,
but,
no, I've done that too. But I like I said, I'm just having some issues.
Oh, trust me, I understand that, and I have the complete opposite issue where it's like, I give up, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I
it'll
totally
pass. I think once I get through this and things feel normal again, I guess. But right now, I just I'm grasping, so that's all it is. You have a perfect moon tan.
Me too.
Nothing funnier than an orange lady. I'm not orange, but I have olive complexion, which means pretty much you tan really fast, really easy. I look like a white girl in the beginning of or by the end of winter, and a Mexican by the end of summer. Yep. Try large brim hats.
Yeah, I just I take vitamin D now, so it's kind of like
do that.
sun.
I do that though for my bones, for my, what do you call it? Degenerative bone disease. Degenerative bone disease. Which I feel like everybody, as you get older, has that, but they tell they got to put it down on paper. But as you get into your 40s and 50s, and I think you just automatically have degenerative bone disease.
Maybe so.
Sombrero time, Jess. But it's a sombrero with freaking. I'd be walking around, my head down. I'd be able to hold it up. It's funny you said my dad did that one year. He just went through this funny freaking phase of wearing a sombrero, and then finally moved to wearing a cowboy hat again. And I was like, what? Wow. What kind of transition was that?
I don't look good in hats, and I don't really like to wear hats. I don't like too many cranium accessories.
Yeah. Now I like my tiaras. Me and Kelly, we like our tiaras.
Oh, are we past the halfway point?
We are. We have been BSing and forgot about the time. Well, guess what? Guess what? We get to play. I don't even have it pulled up. Oops. It's Friday. It's Friday.
On what are we? Is it a fish race today?
Yes, we do have a fish race today, which I'm gonna need help with because I've got to enter all the names. And as I do that, somebody's gonna have to kind of run the stream while I enter all that.
I guess that would have to be me.
Maybe you, but I may open up panel the last Maybe when we come back from break.
Okay.
We'll see. But right now, you guys, we're going to thank our sponsor, one of our sponsors, which is Joe from Joe's Shrimp Shack. Thank you so much, Joe, for all of the support that you do give the Aquatic Morning Show.
Alrighty. And okay. Where'd you go, Jess? Are you entering the names now, or are we doing other break things? Well, I will just talk about, again, our end of the month giveaway sponsor, Miss Bex from Bex Fish Room, also has a premiere video coming out on Sunday at noon Central on her channel. And someone could probably drop a link at some point, and you should watch it. It's about mystery snail care and the proper water parameters and the proper diet for them. Lots of good information, and I think I might even get me some mystery snails after getting all the information about how to keep them thriving and doing well. And Brooklyn Bell is laughing at me. Why? What am I doing? There we go, Dee Dee. Drop in the link, and the video is going to be amazing. Yep, Annette helped a lot as well with providing some good information, and I believe Foxy and then a bunch of other people have provided footage for it, so it's going to be like a good compilation of mystery snail things. Yeah, so there's that. Go over there, subscribe, and set your alerts to be alerted when that is released. Okay, now I'm out of things to say. Daniken, how is that poor shoulder? That's right, his latest kincident. Well, not really a kincident. I think it's more of a work injury. Oh my God, Jess, where are you? Dispelling lots of myths about them. Yeah, I'm going into it not knowing anything about mystery snails other than they are snails and they are colorful and there's 8 color morphs, and that's about it. And I assume that they like calcium, and I assume that they like vegetables and Snello, which incidentally is what the members have voted for as the punishment food for Hey Fish Tube. And Hey Fish Tube is happening on April 5th, and we're having Myrtle. And so that's going to be fun. And no, Geek Boy, I will not sing the Guppy Rat members song. There will be one live performance of that in October. God help me. Tell me about Tuesday, says Gardens. What is happening Tuesday? This Tuesday? The 29th? You're going to have to drop more hints than that because, yeah, brain forget all those things. The mysterious Myrtle. So he's not quite so mysterious now because he's been on a focus on, oh my God, what has happened? It's the Aquatic Morning Show with 4 hours of sleep, Stefan. Okay. Yeah, he's not so mysterious anymore because he's been on the focus on with Rico. So we've got to learn a lot about him as a person. And I think we'll be learning more about him as a fish keeper on Tuesday, April 5th. Not this Tuesday. Let's see. After you get mystery snails, your life will never be the same. I was so fascinated after I got them that I wouldn't even see my fish for 20 minutes for staring at the snails. They look pretty interesting to watch. I definitely wouldn't mind getting a 5-10 gallon tank and just putting a bunch of them in there just for fun. Kelly, okay, what is our topic next week for Wet Your Plants with Kelly and Steven? That is happening on Monday at 4 p.m. Central, and I don't know what the topic is, but I know we wanted to do something that was a little less, hard facts type of thing, like water parameters and lighting and all that, and probably something more about what plants do we like for various environments, like low light, low tech plants, super easy, fast growing nitrate sponge plants, maybe high tech stuff, root feeders, easy plants, various things like that. Because the type of plants that Kelly and I keep are actually very different. I have a lot of stem plants and she has, I think, none at this point. Welcome back.
Yay, that was fun.
Where'd you go?
I was trying to play the next song and it just froze up. Like I couldn't do nothing but Control Alt Delete, turn the computer off.
Wait, whose song was it that broke your computer?
Danny Weshy's Goldfish Bowl.
Oh.
But I'm gonna play it now.
All right.
Just take that on, take off shelf. I just gave it all by myself. I just got one thing to say to you though. Stop putting goldfish in a bowl. Bigger substrate, gravel, sand. make it look real good. Fill it up and you're good to go. Just don't put your fish in that bowl. Call me the fish police, what you will. It's just a fish that I don't want you to kill. Nice better or some cool minnows. Please don't put your fish in that bowl. Stop putting your fish in a bowl. A nice tank really soothes the soul. Feed your fish and watch them go. Just don't put your fish in a bowl. Stop putting your fish in a bowl. A nice tank really soothes the soul. Feed your fish and watch them go. Just don't put your fish in a bowl. Stop putting your fish in a bowl. A nice tank really soothes the soul. Feed your fish and watch them go. Just don't put your fish in a bowl. Stop putting your fish in a bowl. A nice tank really soothes the soul. Feed your fish and watch them go. Just don't put your fish in a bowl. Stop putting your fish in a bowl. One, two, three.
And Danny Weshy, I didn't know that you had a new song. So I'm going to listen to it.
Oh, yep.
Here we go. Official video, Mystery Snails.
Too much fun! Crazy, but that's how it goes. Too much fish food can be a blow. Maybe it's not too late to get some good snails to clean up your tank. Rabbit toys, rabbits, horse, all of them are great. I want some mystery snails on my mistakes. I want some mystery snails on my mistakes.
Go. I'm walking to the store to see what they got. Malaysian trumpets, and they have a lot. Some water conditioner, some water below, and maybe a new light to help my plants grow. That's a cool piece of wood. Hope that it will say, what's a mystery spells for my mistake? What's a mystery spells for my mistake? I do not need another Gurami. I need some snails to eat that food. Yeah, yeah. No more waste problem. I have a food circle. I'll pick out the cool ones, magenta and purple. Mystery, snails and you. And they also clean up all of the face poop. Not the best technology, but look at the plants that you're right. So get our mystery snails for your mistake. So get our mystery snails for your mistake. Oh my goodness, would you just look at it? Isn't it just the cutest thing you ever seen? Oh man, I'm so happy I got mystery snails. Pretty good. Pretty darn
Mystery
good.
snails. Lots of mystery snail talk going around.
Isn't it? And by the way, I have got like a freaking ton of gold ones, you guys. So I don't want to sell them, but I would love to sell them in bulk to any of my mystery snail people that sell mystery snails. So I don't want to sell it from underneath them, but I would like to sell them to you. So, oh my goodness, that was great, Danny. That was really good. Another good one under your belt for sure. Ooh, I think the. Oh, and I just stepped on Lana's nose. Well,
You what?
that ain't working out.
You stepped on her nose. What?
So they sleep right up underneath my
Oh.
chair, and she rests her head on the feet. And so when I go to get up or brace myself to move or whatever, I never know where she's at exactly. And she don't care. I step on her nose. I step on her foot. No, she's so laid back. She just could not give a damn. But I've got Rainey right here, Lena right underneath me, and Caliber right here behind me. So like if I go to get up, I end up hitting one of them. But I like them like this. I like them underneath me, I guess, so I can't complain too much. All right, I am going to put the link in chat for any members that would like to join us up on panel. If you aren't a member, you can become a member and then come up on panel. While
Velcro dog, Steph said, yep.
That way someone can come up and help out Stephen while I enter all of the names for the. Now, why is it not letting my. Oh, it's there. Okay. All right. I thought it wasn't letting me put the thing in there. While I enter all the names into the contest for the end of week contest. But for right now, I am going to play Fish History and Scientific News with Alex from the Secret History living in your aquarium.
Your fish medicines and fish tank cleaning and anti-infectant and antifungal stuff. It's gnarly. Don't eat it. All right.
That's left over from yesterday.
You're living in your aquarium.
Yeah.
Fishery on the Aquatic Morning Show. Back to you guys at the Aquatic Morning Show. Hello and welcome to the Secret History featuring Fishery. Me. I'm the Fishery guy. On the Aquatic Morning Show, or if you're a member of my channel, maybe you're just binging all this and you watched it on Monday. But welcome to the end of the week to the rest of you. I hope you're doing well today. So, when will the madness end? Or maybe in this case, you'll be happy about this. I don't know. But it turns out that in 2013, the Taiwan Agricultural Council decided to put together a bit of a PR stunt, and they made transgenic, or also known as glowfish, glow-in-the-dark fish, versions of convict cichlids and angelfish. In the last 2 years, the Glowfish Company, trademark, copyright, patent pending, also released a glow-in-the-dark betta. Well, it turns out that those angelfish that they made, that Taiwan made, that the company that created the patented glowfish in the US, which is actually not considered a fish legally, it is a drug. The FDA was who had to clear that. It's kind of confusing, but the patent is on the genetic research rather than the actual fish, because that would be crazy if you could patent a fish. But here's the long story short of the situation. They made a pink angelfish about 10 years ago that actually glowed in the dark. It didn't need a black light. It just glowed in the dark. It had, or glue in the dark. Glued in the dark. It glowed in the dark, and it was pretty cool. It was a showstopper. There's lots of articles and footage of it if you want to go see it. It's a lot of it's copyrighted, so I'm not going to post it here. But they do look kind of cool. They're like an off pink, not crazy neon pink color, and then you turn the lights off and they're a bright green, which they use jellyfish and sea sponge proteins, I believe. But now the convict cichlid and angelfish are being somebody at the company tried to submit trademarks, which doesn't mean necessarily they're going into production, but they wanted the words glow angel or glow angelfish, which that's clunky, and glow convict or glow cichlid. They were also looking into acquiring, and they were denied on, I think, 2 of them. But in any case, it's something to keep an eye out for. So if you like glowfish, they've been pretty popular sellers, and it looks like they're not stopping anytime soon. They have the ability to do this to pretty much most fish, and unless they have bony outer shells or scales, rather. And so I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. So if you like them, great. If you don't, here goes the hobby. All right, guys. That's an interesting enough note for you guys to end your week on. And if you guys have heard anything more about this, if you own a shop or something like that, I'd love to hear more, because it was kind of hard to research the information, and the patent office was really the only thing that substantiated any of the blogs and other places where I've been seeing the discussion of this the last 6 months or so. But I figured I'd open this can of worms and see what you guys thought. All right, guys, thanks for joining me this week again. And back to the Aquatic Morning Show. Thank you so much, Jess, and I hope you have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
And there you go. And I thank you, Alex, so much for doing those. I just think it has made a very interesting segment to put in the morning show for sure.
Yeah. I personally don't want glowfish, but
I
as
don't
long
want-
as it's not abusive to the fish, it doesn't seem like it is the way that they do it. Then I'm fine with it being like a gateway into the hobby for kids. Because I think kids who get them eventually will, if they like keeping fish, they're going to get into keeping more like natural tanks
Yeah,
as they go.
I haven't wanted any of them. I did get a glow betta just for the curiosity to see, what actually glowed and all that. And I actually, Greg bred some, and we had them, and I sold them for a long time. But I know I got the pros and cons with them, but the pink angels, I have to say, if they come available, I'll have them. If you haven't seen the picture, I'm going to show you.
So the pink angels, they glow in the dark?
They glow in the dark.
Greg loves his glow betta. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but as long as it's not physically harming anything.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's as long as it's not physically harming that I'm okay with it. And at this point, it's not. They've been bred for 10, like you said, 10 years now. So it's not like they're still injecting them. But I think that's pretty.
Well, isn't it that they inject the eggs, or is it some kind of?
I'm not sure on that one.
Some sort of bioluminescent gene that they're incorporating in there, or is it like?
I thought it was the jellyfish bioluminescent gene that they injected into the. Well, I thought it was the fish, and then they bred the fish, but it could be the eggs.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, those look interesting. But I mean, personally, they're like literally every other angelfish that I've seen with just natural coloration. I prefer, but
Yeah,
But again, like if it's just preferential and that's the kind of fish you want to keep, I am all for whatever you want to grow the hobby, as long as you're doing no harm. And maybe there's an argument to be made that somehow this is doing harm. I know that like glowfish have gotten in local waterways. I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Convicts. I don't like the convicts, but I don't like convicts to begin with. But I will have them. My preference, I will have the glow angels.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
So let's see.
Good morning, Terry. How are you?
Well, hi, Stephen. Hi, Jess. How are you? Long time no talk to.
I know. You've been working.
Look, when it comes to glowfish, you're talking engineering at a genetic level. Okay, this is even before eggs. These are not line bred fish. These are bioengineered from the embryo. So we're talking genetic engineering from the get-go.
So injected into the egg.
Okay. Yeah.
Originally, and
Yeah.
then once you grow them, then they can reproduce and create the same thing. The thing is you're recreating a copyrighted slash what's the other term? Not copyright, but when you own the everything to it, the patent. You're putting out, you're expanding something that somebody already has a patent on, and they get pissed about it, and you're breaking the law if
But
you.
they only have the patent on the.
No, talk to the farmers. Come on, Jess, you should know more. Monsanto, talk about the corn farmers that, that had seeds blow across the road, and now they got Monsanto seeds, and Monsanto sued them.
What?
How do you not know any of this?
I don't know that.
Well,
Trademark. There you go. Thank you.
trademark.
I hate stupid people. Thank you. It's trademarked.
But it's only on the science and the name, right?
No.
Well, like he said, how can you patent a fish?
Ask Monsanto.
itself?
Monsanto will tell you can't.
You
Well,
can.
Oh yeah, I agree. Money Viper, can Kelly go up? Because Kelly knows his stuff. She would,
I'm sure Kelly's going to agree with me 100%.
but I haven't not seen Kelly in a bit. Where did she go? She fall back asleep? Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I'm
don't know.
entering the names in the contest, y'all. That's why I've got my
Okay.
thing up.
Once you bioengineer something, you can say, okay, this is mine. I'm the only one that's allowed to sell it. So even if you propagate it, you're not even, and we'll take it away from fish and take it to corn. Okay. You harvest your corn, you sell 75% of it, you keep 25% of it to reseed your farm. Oh no, you can't do that. That's
There
against the
she
law.
is.
You have to
Hello.
rebuy that seed every year.
Hello. So
Hey,
I
Kelly.
can't talk long, but Terry is pretty much right.
All right.
So how you make a transgenic, so it varies in different organisms. You can do it in different ways. So I've made lots and lots of transgenics in my days. Those days are long gone. So what you do is you take fish embryos, so that's when they're in the egg, and you inject the germline of them with a transgenic cassette. So it's the gene, and the gene encodes GFP, which is green fluorescent protein. Okay, and so that integrates into the genome of the germline. And what the germline becomes is the baby fish's either testes or ovaries. So that way it can propagate. So then its babies will contain it. So, and that GFP is inserted in a protein that's expressed usually in the skin so you can see it. So this is really old technology. GFP is used in medical research and biology research for lots of things. You can tag all kinds of proteins. Like I've tagged proteins for meiosis and mitosis before, so I can watch, the progress of cells dividing. But in this case, this is just kind of a novelty. The skin glows green. So, and how U.S. patent law works. So GFP is really old technology, believe it or not. It's been around, oh gosh, probably since like maybe the late 80s or early 90s. I mean, it's been around since I was an undergraduate. It was old then, and I'm old. So, it's not that technology itself, but it's the transgenic itself is patented. So, Terry mentioned agricultural companies, so like Monsanto, which is not owned by Monsanto anymore. It was bought out by, I think, Bayer. But transgenic seeds, you cannot propagate those seeds and grow up your own seed and plant it later. You have to buy it from registered dealers. And so it's like that with the fish too, because that's patented. So it's not that the fish, transgenic organisms, kind of is that the fish is patented in a way. But that patent will run out and then you can do whatever you want with them. So those patents are usually 20 years. So
if you buy that glowfish,
mhm.
you bought it, just like you buy the seed, well, then you plant the seed and you sell the seed.
Right.
You
But
just-
what you can't do is you can't take the corn kernels and replant them and grow up more corn from it. You can plant the seed, you can grow the corn, and you can harvest it and have it made into ethanol and high fructose corn syrup. But you can't take those kernels and plant them and grow more corn. You have to buy seed corn from a registered dealer. And because of the way corn is, those are all hybrids. You don't want to do that anyways. You don't want to plant open pollinated corn. It's not gonna be vigorous.
So
The thing I found fascinating about glowfish, and I agree with Kelly, it is old technology, and it started with the zebra Daniel.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
Yeah, zebra danios are a model system. So they're kind of like fruit flies are. Lots of people do work on them. So it's like fruit flies. There's a little nematode called C. elegans. There's what I worked on, yeast. It's not because people are interested in zebra danios per se, but they're a model for developmental biology. So you can infer a lot about how humans develop as embryos by studying the genetics and development of zebra fish. And they're easy to work with for lots of reasons, and we all know they're easy to breed.
Bunny Viper just brought up CRISPR, and there's people today doing CRISPR experiments in their garage.
Mhm.
Well, so I do know quite a bit about CRISPR. So what CRISPR is it's very sophisticated site-directed DNA editing. So until about 8 years ago, it was very hard to make a transgenic because you couldn't target where that transgenic would insert in the genome. So you have this GFP gene and you want it to just express in skin cells, let's say. So you wanted to express it, you wanted to turn on where a skin protein. Okay. But you didn't have control of what gene you stuck it in.
We do now.
Right. You do now because of CRISPR, because this is site-directed mutation, which is something you've been able to do in yeast forever because yeast is different. So yeah, gene editing is now really, really easy. They've actually cured sickle cell anemia in some patients.
wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. Use CRISPR. So what they did was they took stem cells out of these patients, and they edited just the sickle cell gene and made it healthy, and they put it back in them, and now they make normal protein, and so they're healthy. It's kind of an amazing technology. We kind of haven't even scratched the surface of it. You can.
Yeah, except there's so many people against it. As soon as you start talking stem cell research and editing the actual DNA, people tend to get uptight about it. But we can cure so many things with that technology.
Yeah, so and there's some good reason to be cautious about it. So with that sickle cell anemia case, they're only editing a stem cell, a bone marrow stem cell, so bone marrow progenitor. But if you edit someone's germline, you have a risk of what are called off-site mutations, which is
Right.
meant to edit a certain gene, but you messed up. And that does happen with some frequency. So, and there's also the notion of should I be editing my germline so all my babies have blue eyes? That's a little creepy. I mean, it's one thing if I edit them so they don't have cystic fibrosis, but it's quite another to, edit other factors of them. But it's all very tightly regulated. The FDA as a governing body is the most stringent governing body in the world for drugs. I do regulatory affairs for
Mainly for money, because somebody doesn't want to get left out.
Well, I mean, it's really hard to get an application through FDA. You need to show a lot of safety and efficacy of your treatment, and you need a lot of clinical trials demonstrating it before it's going to get approved.
Good morning, Mr. Paul.
Hey, I'd just like to add something to what Kelly said. Going back to plants, many of the plants that you have in your landscape are patented and trademarked. So let's just say you have a knockout rose. Most gardeners do a lot of propagation. So we increase our plant collection by propagation. Technically, you cannot sell that plant.
Exactly.
There's a loophole. You don't have to sell it as a knockout rose.
That's right.
So if you sell it as just a reblooming red rose, you can do it.
Right.
So there are you just can't use the name that they've trademarked. Okay.
Right.
And at least in the shush, my dog wants a cookie. At least in the horticultural trades, you can get around those patents by not selling it under its name, under the name it's been patented under.
Yeah.
So that's a way. If you did have glowfish,
can I ask you this?
Yes.
That lets you go under the radar, but if the company that holds the patent thinks that you are infringing on their patent, they can come after you.
They would have to do a genetic.
Otherwise,
they would have to do a genetic test on those plants to do it.
But that's easy to do. That's super easy to do. And if they prove that it's genetically their plant, then they can sue you.
Okay, so here I'll give you an example. And I'm getting a little geeky here because I was in the nursery business. There's a hydrangea called Limelight that is patented. There is a hydrangea called Phantom, which is not patented. They are almost identical. For them to prove
to the eye, they're
the same species. The only difference, and it's very slight, is the fact that the Limelight hydrangea has a slightly deeper chartreuse green when the flower comes out. The word is slightly, and because there's so much genetic variation, you could put a Phantom next to a Limelight and not know which one is which unless you saw the tag on the pot.
Yeah, that's to the eye. But when you break it down chemically and start looking at its DNA, then you can tell the difference, and that's when you're going to get sued.
Well,
the thing is
because of genetic drift, two populations of fish are going to be different at some loci. So you could probably fight the lawsuit if you sequence the entire genome of your fish and you compare the two. However, it's expensive to get sued.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive
the thing
to
is,
get
is that
sued.
You're not going to get somebody, you personally, or any of us on this in this chat, are not going to be selling fish in enough volume for anybody to come after you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go on industrial breeding, then shame on you. But if you're doing this as a hobbyist, no one's going to come up and slap your wrist because first they have to find you, and then they got to spend all the time and money to do it. It's not worth it.
Well,
Okay.
correct, and it's very expensive, and it's very expensive to defend yourself. You know, so if you own a glowfish and you breed it and sell it, and you sell it under another name, so you're not selling them as glowfish, but you're selling them as red tiger barbs, whatever. And Tetra decides to come after you. Number one, chances are you're going to be under the radar. Tetra doesn't even care. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't give a crap. But if they did happen to see what you were doing, it'd be so expensive to defend yourself that you just fall over and just say, "Screw it, I'm done."
Yeah. Just ready for the fish race?
Yes, yes.
So,
you guys, yes.
I gotta go. I gotta
Thank
do
you,
my.
Kelly.
Sorry, I
Thank
brought
you so
all
much,
this
Kelly.
up.
See you.
No, good topic. Good topic.
Yep.
Thank you guys
I'm
so
sorry,
much.
Jeff.
You're good.
Oh, it's still here.
All right, you guys, for the end of week race, how many people were there? I don't remember how many people there were, but I've got everybody entered now. Excuse me. So we're going to run this race. Ready, set, go!
Who's pulling ahead?
Somebody will come up from the back.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh, Geek Boy. All right.
He stayed there the whole time.
Nice.
Awesome. Congratulations, Geek Boy. Oh, that music drives me up the wall. I don't know why. It just does.
Well, you hear it once and then it's in your head forever.
It's like elevator music to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Geek Boy. I have got to order some more keychains. So I'm writing your name on the envelope. That way I don't forget. But it may be probably next month before I get them in. So just honest. All right. All right, you guys. I've got one more thing that I need to do. I gotta pull it up though. Multitasking here, I'm not good at.
Geek Boy's about to do his Geek Boy thing.
What?
He never takes prizes. He always gives them
Gives
away.
it away? Who's he giving
Yeah.
it to?
I think he's giving it to Bex.
Oh, yay! Okay, where is it at? Oh. I'm falling down on your job, Miss Dee Dee.
Oh, we're trying to play the schedule.
No, I'm trying to play the coffee. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to play. Whatever this is.
The coffee cup.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm trying to play the coffee cup, but I think this is actually the. Oh no, that's Beck's Premiere. Okay, that's Beck's Premiere. I don't want to play Beck's Premiere. I want the weekend streams. That's what I'm trying to. I get, yeah.
And happy birthday, Maria Z.
Okay, hold on. I got to get
And
it.
happy birthday,
good.
Maria Z.
Okay, guys, I'm going to see you later. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
You too, Paul. See you later.
See ya.
Play? What the heck?
And happy birthday, Maria Z.
Okay, there.
Now the live streams for Friday in Eastern Standard Time. We started off the morning with the Aquatic Morning Show on Manes, Tails, Fur, and Fins at 10 a.m. Following that will be My Fish Tanks Aquatics with John at 12. Next up will be Rico Stand with Afternoon Chat Delight at 2 p.m. And at 6 p.m. there is Stay Fishy Friday, as well as Cold Water Aquatics, both at 6. At 7 is The Secret History, Living in Your Aquarium with Alex. At 7:30, it's Hippie John the Fisherman and Whizzle Aquatics. At 7:30, it's also Aqua Malik. At 8:30, Father Fish. And Friday Night Live with LRB at 9:30 concludes the Friday night lineup. Now for Saturday live streams in Eastern Standard Time. We start off with the Saturday morning cartoons with Shannon and Jason on 503 Aquatics at 10 a.m. And at 12, you have Saturday Morning Live with Jimmy P's Aquariums and Ben Ochart, both at 12. At 1, you have Mob Guppy. At 2, you have Steamy McStreamy with Stephen and Jenna P. At 4 p.m., you have Families and Fish Keeping with Lady Metalhead. At 6, it's Sherry, Mississippi Hippie. At 7, it's Discus Talk with Tammy. Eight, you have Fish Room Fever or Chattanooga Ed or Rico Stand. One of the three at 8 or all of them. At 9, it's Enter the Fishy Matrix with Danny and Fishy Biz. 9:30, Benny's Aquatics. At 10 is Aquafunk Live. At 11, She Paints with Pam and Bob. At 11:30 is Glitch Aquatics with T and Aqua. And that concludes the Saturday lineup. And now for Sunday live streams in Eastern Standard Time. We start the morning off with the Easy Stream on Degenerate Fish Keeper with Jason. At 11, it's Mike's Turn to Aquatics. At 12 is the Saturday, yes you heard it, Saturday Hangout on Mike's Aquatics and Reptiles, 12 p.m. And at 1 is Sunday Sharpie with Sharpie's Fish and Phantoms. Sunday Stream with Brienne's Fish Fam. It's at 3 o'clock. Aqua League at 4. At 5, it's Science Gal Aquatics with Carrie and Jesse. 5:30, it's Father Fish. At 6 p.m., it's Skipper's Aquariums. At 7, it's Q Aquatics with Susie Q. At 8, it's Tea and Fish Mafia on Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. At 9, it's Sunday Night Stream with the Danikins, Kitty and Danny. And concluding the Sunday lineup is Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics at 11:30 p.m. with Brennan. And as always, Liquid Zoo, thanks for making this information easy to find at fishfam.link. Have a great weekend.
All right. And I cannot find the coffee cup sponsor video. I guess I don't have it in my video clips. So we have for our coffee cup sponsors, which today I'm just drinking from this one because it's the only one I could find. But imagine that Daniel Velez, Fishy Keeper, and Beck's Fish Room, and Miss Dee Dee from Dee Dee Spindin, who's normally up here with me, and missing someone. I'll think of it in a second. Don't hate me. Can't remember. Crud. Who am I missing? Oh, Lefty 3231A. I have his coffee cup. I don't have to print that one. I have 2 of his coffee cups actually. But you too can become a coffee cup member, and it's not normally this disorganized. We usually have a really nice video to play, but I don't know where it's at, and we are almost 10 minutes after the 2-hour mark. So we have gone a little bit longer today than normal. But I want to thank Stephen. I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you?
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
I was like telling you, like, wasn't it Lefty? And then I was like, go check out these channels. And yeah, I'm just like, sitting there on mute. Good Lord.
Oops. Oh, well.
I need some sleep. Yeah.
Did you not hear your name on the schedule, Ian?
Oh, Ian. Yeah. Is that... I wonder if the Fish Fam link schedule is up to date, because I know he changed, like, a while back. He changed from Friday, and now he's going on Sundays.
Okay,
and he goes right after Danikin.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that Matt's listening. And I know Miss Dee Dee will. I'll make a note to remind Miss Dee Dee to re-update the thing. Update live stream. Weekend, right? The weekend live stream update?
Yeah, weekend. So Sunday.
Well, and she'll have to do Tuesdays too now because of Ladies' Night. No longer. Actually, it's just going on hiatus.
Until the fall, right?
Until the fall, yes.
Okay.
I work my rear end off during the summertime because I have to add my landscaping back on top of everything else that I do. At least for one more year. And as I say that, you guys, I'm going to say this. There's only 2 people that know. But now I'm going to let you guys know that my new store, or my store name, is no longer going to be Main's Tails Fur and Fins. I'm keeping the channel. The channel's still going to be Main's Tails Fur and Fins for now. I probably will eventually swap the Aquatic Morning Show's YouTube channel and I'll probably just swap the names. eventually. But
yeah, I mean the subscribers are here, so
yeah, right. But
right.
Mainsail's Fur and Fins is good for my dogs and my horses, but for people that are looking for fish, they're not going to be looking for a name like Mainsail's Fur and Fins. It's hard to Google. So I have a new name.
Mhm.
Got Guppies.
Got guppies.
Got Guppies.
I got guppies.
I
can always
know.
get more guppies.
That's right. And it's easy. It's easy to Google. It's, it's just so much easier. So my store name, the website, everything will be under gotguppies.com.
I can't believe that's a domain that's available.
I know. I was surprised. I was very surprised. So that's going to be the new store name. I haven't got the website up yet, but it's GIPP. Ooh, is it IES or Y? I think it's GIPP IES.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the new, will be the new website name for mainly for searching purposes, because you just couldn't find it. I just wasn't getting any kind of searchable anything from Mainsail's Fur and Fins. So not that Mainsail's Fur and Fins is not a great name, but it's just not a searchable name. So to keep everything separate, the corgis will be, the corgis, and so I'll be separate. But under my house, it's always Mainsail's Fur and Fins, but individually it'll be Got Guppies. So, but I will still have my other fish with it. But the main thing is going to be Guppies. So, and
that's
it
a
pretty
great
much always
domain.
has.
It's so easy to remember too.
Yeah.
Gotguppies.com.
Right. Gotguppies.com. So
it looks like Geek Boy was gifting the keychain to Bex, who would like to gift the keychain that was gifted by Geek Boy to Cooley.
Okay, because I know Beck, because I told Beck she was getting one already because of being the end of month sponsor. I just don't think I told her that. So now it's going to Cooley.
I believe so.
All right. Email me Cooley, and in the subject line put gifted keychain from Geek Boy to you address. I may already have your address, but just do it again. That's the only way I keep things straight.
Yeah. I know you have her address though. I was probably just buried in your account because Jenna was her secret Santa.
Yeah. What I do is I have, when it comes up as under the emails, when it comes up as keychain, I don't even read it. I take it and I put it in a file, and then at the end, when I get the keychains and I'm ready to send them off, then I go to that file and I pull all that's the only way I can keep everything straight nowadays. But that's why. So just resend it when the subject line put the keychain. So you know what? I will verify that right now. The
let's see. Brooklyn asking, you'll have 3 channels. It's just you'll have a website called Got Guppies.
Exactly. Yeah, I won't have a YouTube channel called Got Guppies. It's just it's just the store name will be Got Guppies.
Matt's got a good point. The Got Guppies YS, the misspelling of it, is also available, and people like to buy misspellings of popular domains just to kind of like draw in some of that traffic. So if you can swing it, go ahead and buy that other domain.
All right. Well, I'm doing that right now. Somebody ain't done it from underneath me.
Well, hopefully nobody in here would do that to you, but yeah. If someone buys that domain out from under you right now, I will who is your ass and find you.
Anyway, I will do that after the show. I don't have to do that during the show.
Yeah.
But
we're 17 minutes over, so.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you to the super chatters and everybody in chat today. It's kind of been like an all over the place kind of stream. But again, it's Friday. So, Matt, just give me a minute. Let me get it. All right, you guys. I love y'all. And we will be back Monday morning. And I will be here Tuesday morning. But Tuesday afternoon, I am out for at least a week. So, you'll have Miss Dee Dee.
With that,
so,
yeah.
But I'll be here for Monday and Tuesday. So I love you guys, lurkers, chatters, everybody, sponsors. We love y'all. See you Monday.
Bye, y'all.
It's a live ever mosh pit. So watch it, don't knock it, drop and fry every day, ain't gon' stop it. People saying hey and whoa and take it slow, it's out of control, but they don't know I got a mother loving biome. Nature! So leave it alone, I'm doing fine in a happy home. Making babies with the fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers is kinda gross, but you know that's the way it goes. Now I'm in the midst of a colony blitz. It all started with a batch of fry. The mama died, but the baby survived and grew up and thrived. Then the guppies kicked the breeding into overdrive. What was accidental and incremental blew up into an exponential and totally mental experimental hit. And the fish police threw a fit. I guess they just couldn't handle my live bearer mosh pit. Best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine. Stop the fish police! I'm making hybrids I desire to acquire and combine entire lines designed to inspire and surprise and advertise the rise of my monkey fighting live bearer empire. You're looking all distraught, you think it's overstocked, but you got no shot to sway me, you're an afterthought. Yeah, I got guppies getting blitzed on duckweed. Had enough of these, well they don't stop and neither do we. You might call it a challenge, it's a foot per gallon. Your rationale is sound, but it's a little unfounded, 'cause I'm gonna be crowned as the best flippin' mud guppy breeder around. On this earth, then my mutts, I assert, are gonna make you a convert to a chaotic tank that doesn't take much effort or the hand of an expert. Look, all I did was rap and 5 guppies just gave birth. Best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, 'cause you best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. I got the new genetics for the color theoretics, a different aesthetic. It's cosmetic and frenetic. If you don't get it, I do. I got a vision, it's eidetic. And your derision, well, it's really quite pathetic. Uh-oh. Now you see a bunch of platties, they're looking fatty. You think it's fatty, and the plants are overgrown, getting kinda ratty. It's alright, little laddie. Just look me in the eye and tell me who's your daddy. Best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, 'cause you best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. Yeah. You think I give a fudge about some algae? What, you afraid of shiznit getting too natural up in this biznatch? Good sir, dispose of your TDS meter, for it measures organic and inorganic solids, and it's more beneficial to learn the chemistry of your water. Thank you very much. If you wanna do like I do, fertilizing plants with fish poo, don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun.